The following video does not have any spoilers, so you can watch this video till the end without any worries. And if you do enjoy it, please be sure to like it and share it around. Hellblade 2 Senua Saga was announced 1 year ago on December 13, 2019 during the Game Awards, and we haven't really heard anything about it ever since that trailer. But that trailer introduced many people to 2017's sleeper hit Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, and I wasn't one of them. Cause to be honest, I already knew about this game. I knew it had great reviews and a fan base that adored it, but I also knew that people said it's not for everyone because it was different. So I wanted to try it out but never did. That is until that Hellblade 2 trailer I was talking about shows up in my recommended page again. I opened up Steam and bought the first game dirt cheap during the autumn sale and finally decided to give it a shot, and when I was done, I was a changed man. This game blew my mind and wrecked my heart, and I'm grateful for every single minute I spent with it. So this is my attempt at telling you how incredible Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice is and how it might just be the best game that you've never played. Before we do that though, I need to tell you about the 2 game-breaking glitches that I encountered in this game. Here you see Senua has apparently forgotten how to walk and is stuck in this corner. And in this clip, Senua has transcended walking and decided to just fall through the floor and then into my heart. Get it? Because my heart is an empty void as well. The world in Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice is full of lore for you to discover, which, if you get all of it, unlocks a secret scene in the ending. It is also a major key to the gameplay, which I'll touch upon how that is so in a moment. The world looks very beautiful in a very grim and dark way. There's a sense of dread, despair in every single location in one way or the other. Now, by saying that, I don't mean that all the areas look the same, because the areas are diverse. Sometimes it's caves, sometimes it's swamps, sometimes it's just disturbing and disgusting. And also there's this place which, I mean, it looks so good. All this is basically because of the graphics of Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. No joke, this is one of the best looking games you can play today. And if it looks so astonishing, just imagine what Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga will look like, man. The environment is good looking and all, but the character models are on another level. Look at this. This face is one of the most photorealistic things I've seen in my life. Everything is so detailed. The only problem that I have with the graphics of Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice is that the textures on some of the environmental spaces look really dated if you actually stop to look at them, and that inconsistency is just so saddening considering how good all the other stuff looks in the game. I hope this will be addressed in Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga. The gameplay of Hellblade mainly consists of environmental puzzles and combat with a little bit of environmental exploration for lore. The environmental puzzles are the reason I call the world a major key in the gameplay, as they are around half of the game. But if you're like me and you don't like puzzles a lot, don't worry, because the environmental puzzles are unique and most importantly, they are fun. They are actually good puzzles, that's what I'm trying to say. The other half of the game is combat. No matter what you thought of DMC Devil May Cry, you have to admit that the gameplay and the combat were fun. Ninja Theory knows how to make a combat system that actually fits the characters. While in DMC the combat was all about style and wackiness, here in Hellblade the combat is a lot more composed and controlled. Senua fights like an actual warrior. There's light attack, heavy attack, parrying, focus, which basically slows down time and is required for defeating certain enemy types. There's dodging and sprinting. You can mix and match all of this as you want and create some epic combos in some epic boss fights. The enemy variety is alright, and please learn how to parry nicely, because parrying comes into the play a lot if you want to defeat some later enemies in the game with efficiency. As I said, there's not a lot of combat in the game, but when there is, they make it count. Now, no matter how good those things that I talked about are, let's talk about the best parts of the game, starting with the sound design of Hellblade. This game has the best audio design I have ever experienced in a video game. Senua suffers from psychosis and schizophrenia, so she is constantly hearing voices in her head. It is really hard to explain, but the game uses binaural audio, which basically simulates the voices in her head in the way she is hearing it in your ears.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. He gave her the sword with which to fight in more ways than one. And she gave him her word, never to surrender. All she needed was a little help, a little hope.
The voices mock you, guide you, motivate you, warn you, and tell you if an enemy is attacking from behind, and sometimes it gets so overwhelming that you will literally want to yell to tell them to shut up, which is a good thing.
Suffering will have been for nothing.
Because that is exactly what people suffering with schizophrenia and psychosis go through. By the end of the game, you might even feel like you are one of the voices, and that is just so hard to achieve, and it's amazing. The environmental sounds, combat sounds, or just any sound effect in general is extremely good in this game, and the music, holy crap, the music. The music implementation is very well thought out here, as the developers knew when to have quiet moments and when to have the music in the background. And when the music takes center stage, especially in the final boss battle, you better believe you'll be feeling stuff. This is a game that is meant to be experienced with headphones. They literally tell you that in the title screen. If you have surround sound headphones, man, you will be amazed how good the sound design is, and I hope more games use binaural audio. The acting performances in Hellblade are jaw-dropping and are some of the best in the medium today. Every line, every emotion is nailed by the cast, and especially by Milena Jorgens. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong.
So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home.
You don't see an actress trying to be Senua, you see Senua. It's hard to imagine that these are the same people. I can't wait for this cast to return for Hellblade 2 Senua Saga. All the budget that was spent on motion and facial capture in this game paid off so well, and when combined with those incredible graphics and details on the characters I was talking about, it is truly something special. It is not often that you get to see this much passion in a role, not just in video games, but in all of media. And it's because of these performances that the story, which is the best thing about this game, is as amazing as it is. I'm not gonna spoil anything here, but the basic gist is Senua leaves her home against her father's wishes and travels to Helheim to recover the soul of his dead boyfriend from the goddess of death Hela. Yes, it has Norse mythology. During this quest, the memories from her past come to haunt her, and she has to overcome these physical and mental challenges caused by her schizophrenia and psychosis. And as you keep playing, this slow-paced game evolves into one of the best depictions of the mentally ill in any form of media. And for me personally, it's right up there with Joker. Ninja Theory even has a documentary on Senua's psychosis, and I highly recommend that you check it out. The best stories are the ones which have an active protagonist. If you don't know what I'm talking about, an active protagonist is someone who moves the plot forward, and a passive protagonist is someone who moves forward with the plot. Senua is an active protagonist on another level, because every major event in the story happens because of Senua and her not giving up. Her journey is one for the ages, as you see this scared little girl become an absolute queen by battling her own inner demons from whom she has been running away from her entire life.
You betrayed your God.
I am leaving with him.
You turned your back on me. That is why Dillian will rot in hell.
You feel the hurt, you feel the pain, you feel every goddamn emotion Senua's feeling because of how good the character writing on display really is, and you can't help but root for her. Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice is a tale about perseverance, strength, courage, self-doubt, and most importantly, loss and its acceptance. By the time I was finished with this game, I had experienced something extraordinary and something that will definitely stick with me for a long time. So thank you, Hellblade, and thank you, Ninja Theory, for teaching me that.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind.
Thanks for watching the entire video, everybody. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel, and also hit the bell notification icon so that you may never miss out on any future content. If you don't hit the bell notification icon, it says same as not hitting the subscribe button at all. So the bell icon is important, so please be sure to ring the bell icon. Also share this video around with someone you think might enjoy it, and some of my other videos are up on your screen right now. If you want to watch them, please be sure to do so, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe, everybody.